Hey everybody, so today I'm going to show you how I used nail polish remover to clean up a bike that had a whole bunch of spray paint on it. So I found a bike out in the woods with my wife, and I was looking on a forum and I saw that someone mentioned, probably a female, that if you use acetone, right, like nail polish remover, it should take it right off. So, I thought about it and I'm like, I guess it's just common sense, right? So anyways, here, I'll give you the story. So my wife and I were just kind of whipping along here, out in the woods, and I found a bike. I just kind of put it together there for you so it looks good, but get the fuck out of here. I picked it up, we're leaving, and well, there's the bike there. I tried to put it in a way that I could carry it, but then I found the rear wheel, I guess, to this bike. Looks like it matches, and it was painted kind of weird as well. So we just headed home here, and I got it on the stand. You can see here, there's like two coats of paint, right? There's like a purple undercoat and then like a silver overcoat all over like everything. Now, it really kind of looks like crap. I tested out the acetone here, and you can see it does kind of work, but I'll go back and I'll just kind of show you what I did. Mostly I'm just showing you here how much coverage of this spray paint is actually on the bike. The colors are, I don't understand it, but I looked at like Canadian Tire and they're really cheap, right? Like the paint, well, the cheap paints have these colors, so I know where they were bought, and it's still like they're $12, $13 a can, so I don't know why anyone would bother doing this, but anyways, I went to Dollarama and I got this 100% acetone, which is, it's nail polish remover. Now, I guess this is one of the reasons why we listen to women, right? Because they do their nails and they know these things already. Now, me being just a kind of a dumb dude, I'm thinking, I'll just read up on the forums and they'll tell me, right? Like, they're saying to sand stuff and everything, and that's too much work for me. So, I'm pretty sure, I probably should have already known this. I watch a YouTuber that does her nails all the time, and as if I didn't put it together. Right? So I guess I can't really give her credit, but I should. I should pay more attention. And I probably should have just paid attention to my wife. I should have just asked her. She probably would have told me, but she hasn't done her nails, I think, in 15 years? And she's not even that old. Anyways, here, I'll just give you a good example or a good demonstration of how it works here. And what it'll do is it'll expose the model of the bike. And you can see there, you actually have to work, right? Like, you spray that stuff on, and you just kind of give it a quick wipe, and then that's it. You got to let it melt off. And we can see here, this bike's a Live A-Lite, whatever model that is. I haven't really uncovered it yet. And, here's a little tip, right? If you're going to try to do this thing, I'm using a sprayer here, right? I have a spray head on it. If you look, you can see there's all kinds of overspray, right? Look at all that overspray there. And all I did was just waste a whole bunch of the product. Now, after a while, I kind of got sick of it, right? And I just kind of soaked the rag and then started wiping over the paint, and it really started taking it off well. But, I haven't really got to that point yet. And I made a longer version, right? Like an uncut version, which I'll either put up before this or after this. I don't know. We'll just see how long it takes me to edit this. And it kind of shows all the trials and tribulations that I went through. So here, you can kind of see, it took me a little while using a sprayer, and then you got to scrub a little bit. And, I'm just going to have to say, nail polish remover did the job. There's a little bit of frustration going on, so I played with my cat a little bit, and, got him going just a little bit, but he didn't really seem interested. I think he was buzzed out a little bit from the acetone. So after that break there, I just jumped right back into it. Still using the sprayer, wasting half the bottle, half of the product out of the bottle, using that sprayer. It's just kind of dumb. Now, that rear wheel here, it's going to be the perfect example of how well this stuff actually works, on spray paint. Because here, I'm doing the brake track, right? And, it's non-porous. I'm doing the rim as well. And you can see how it just like comes right off, almost like, well, like it's fresh paint. And, you know, again, like I'm kind of kicking myself, right? Why did I even need to look this up? I should have just known, right? Like, if you're watching people doing their nails, you're watching someone do their nails, like, it's just common sense, right? How do you get that crap off? Nail polish removal. But anyways, you know, live and learn, right? And you can see there how good a job it actually does. And there, you can see how nice and shiny that brake track is, and, you know, the tire. Now, I did the non-drive side crank arm there, and it came right off, like, because it's a non-porous material, right? It's metal. Now, to really get this done right, I wanted to remove the crank, so try to just take off as many parts as possible. You know, like, I made this hammer here out of wood, and it just broke, right? Because I did a really crappy job. So I really had to work at this here to try to get the crank off. I got the non-drive side off, but the drive side, like, I had some trouble here. So I'll just show you. I use a little leverage to try to get the crank bolt off first. There, you can see it just kind of loosened up, just like that. And I was having trouble, like, getting the crank off, you know, using the crank removal tool. I didn't want to break it, and my wife was getting upset because I was making a lot of banging noises, and, you know, she doesn't like that. So why would I upset my wife, right? So I just quit. She was right, just quit. So I just took off what I could, like the rear brakes here, you know, just take the bolt out, and they just kind of come right off. There we go. It should be a whole lot easier to, you know, get as much of that paint off as possible. Did the front brakes here. Again, they just come right off, and I should be able to access the fork much easier. And, you know, just took off the grips, took off the levers, the brake levers, and took off the shifters. And that's, of course, so I can access the bar, so I can take it out of the stem, and yeah, it'll be 10 times easier to try to clean that. And took off the chain, so, you know, it's not in the way, it's not like wrapping against my knuckles and stuff. And here's the end result after using one bottle of the nail polish remover. It took a lot off, right? It left kind of like streakiness, but in a way, and my wife kind of liked this, it kind of shows almost like an antique look. It's sort of a purplish black underneath, like a black with purplish highlights. And then I took off that purplish, like, gray paint, and in the, you know, the hard to get spots, it looks, it really looks like the paint was stripped very poorly, which it was. And it looked kind of cool. So, you know, yeah, like, I'm kind of liking it like this, but maybe I'll do an update if I decide to keep going on, you know, the paint removal. But it's going to take too long to stick in this video, and, you know, really all I'm just trying to show you is that you can use a nail polish remover to remove paint that's been spray painted on a non-primed and non-porous material, such as, I guess this is like a powder coat or a clear coat. I'm going to give, you know, kudos where it's due, even if it's not due, whatever. Like, yeah, the ladies are smart. And, you know, that includes everybody. So I hope you like this video. I hope it helps you out. And, you know, I'll catch you on the next one.